to Radical Truth to Power, the progressive news show with Let's Be Instantly. I am your host, Marlon Clybert, and on today's show, we're going to be talking about the Kelly Price disappearance and how certain things are just not adding up. Um, I wasn't even going to worry about this. The story came out to me on a Saturday, and I wasn't doing any or Friday. I apologize, Friday, and I really wasn't paying any attention to it until I, decided let me just read into it a little bit more. And certain things that occurred before the that she was missing, certain things wasn't adding up. Certain the timeline, the way people are acting, certain people who are coming into this event that has no business whatsoever coming into this event. Um, so then I started to investigate a little bit more, looked at a couple of more videos, and the more I started looking into it, the less and less this stuff is making sense. Something is not right. So to give you a backstory on what's going on, Kelly Price came out with a video a while back on Instagram, reporting that she had the virus. Um, Here's that video right here.
I am doing probably one of the last things that I would have expected to be doing right now. Wasn't feeling so well last night and got up this morning and went to the doctor and got checked out, went to a testing center, and it has come back that I have COVID after a very long year and a half of so much stuff with this disease. I am COVID positive. And so I am quarantined right now. I do not have to go into the hospital. I'm very achy. I have no appetite. I'm very weak. I can barely stay awake. And so I am following doctor's orders and praying that this thing passes quickly so that I can get back to normal. I just, whatever normal is now, I just wanted to put it out there. So I won't be in New Orleans this weekend, and praying that this passes quickly enough so that my August dates are not affected. So I am in the house. I am taking care of myself. I'm using some old school remedies as well. I smell like a whole bottle of Vicks, trying to open up my breathing passages and doing my best to stay in control of my breathing as much as possible. I'm going to say, if you can bombard heaven on my behalf, I would appreciate it. I'm going to be praying for myself at the same time. I just wanted you all to know that this is crazy. Yeah, take care. Continue to take care and be safe. Continue to mask up. Continue to shield up. This is something like we've never seen before. But I just wanted to let you know, because I know that there are people who are looking forward to seeing me not only this weekend, but in the coming weeks. I'm praying sincerely and fervently that this is something that God will allow to be something that passes through my system quickly, so that I am still able to honor my requests during the month of August and moving forward. Thank you guys for your love and for your support.
Now, according to the Pascal show, very good guy. Y'all need to look him up on YouTube, the Pascal show. According to him, that video came out mid-July. That was the last post we ever got from Kelly Price. And we mean any kind of post. No videos, no anything. So speaking, we haven't heard from Kelly Price since mid or late July. It is Mafia is going into October. Really, it's 1 week before October. We haven't heard from Kelly Price, post, video, whatever, since mid or late July. So here's the other issue that is coming out is that, well, let me just catch you up on this. TMZ reported gospel singer Kelly Price has gone missing in Georgia. TMZ has learned, and it happened shortly after she was released from the hospital after battling the virus. According to authorities in Cobb County, Kelly has been listed as a missing person following a welfare check conducted at her home last Saturday. We're told authorities found no evidence of foul play and spoke with Kelly's boyfriend at the residence, but she is now listed as missing with the National Crime Information Center. As for what led to this, Kelly posted a video July 29th, so we know that was the end of July, revealed she had the virus and was struggling with symptoms. According to Kelly's family, she was admitted to the hospital after about a week later, and ended up in the ICU because of her condition worsened. Her family told TMZ they were in touch with Kelly while she was in the hospital in early August, and her children visit her sometimes. However, 3 weeks after she was admitted, we're told her call that she has been discharged, which was surprising because she apparently still not fully healed. So here's some more questions coming up. The police went to Kelly Price's home and did a welfare check. The boyfriend, fiance, whatever you want to call him, said Kelly Price was here. She's doing fine, but would not let the police come in and verify it. Just pretty much just said, no, you can't come in. Just take my word for it that she's fine. Everything is fine. But the police literally did not put eyes on Kelly Price. We are taking the words of Kelly Price's boyfriend that Kelly Price, one, was there, and two, is fine. She's just recovering. Now, that was suspicion number one was, hey, we're putting a missing person on her. We're doing a welfare check. Could you let us in to check? She's here. She's recovering, but no, you can't see her. Now, I'm sorry. What? Because literally, this is a welfare check. We have not seen her in 3 weeks, according to the report. We have not seen or heard from her. I'm sorry, I apologize. We have not seen or heard from her since being released from the hospital. Which brings up my second question is, who authorized her to leave the hospital? I'm so confused of if she was still feeling bad, who authorized her, who allowed it to happen for her to be released from the hospital. And I know rumors, and I'm gonna tell you all the rumors that I'm hearing and everything else, that yes, she's at the home and she's on a ventilator and everything else, which begs the question again of, okay, why were you released from the hospital if you're still going to be on a ventilator? You're already there. Why would they release you to go home to be on a ventilator? Which goes into the reason of why your boyfriend won't allow anybody to see Kelly Price. And we're not talking about just the police. We're talking about the police. We're talking about her family. We're talking about her children. So all this time is going along, nobody have put eyes on Kelly Price. Thus, Kelly Price is still missing. Number three, things that's coming crazy that doesn't make any sense is an attorney of Kelly Price is coming out and saying that she is fine, she's doing okay. Source from TMZ again. After being reported missing in Georgia, Kelly Price attorney Monica Irving, assured everyone that Price was safe, but things still is not adding up for the family. Irvin told Cobb County Police Department that Price was recovering from the virus at an undisclosed location and is not in harm's way. Can somebody explain to me why the attorney is involved in this in any kind of way? In any kind of way. This stuff is what even if she did it on her own, why? If she's doing it on her own, the attorney, why are you involved in this? Or who is asking the attorney to tell the public, oh yeah, she's fine. She's absolutely fine. It's, again, stuff not adding up. So after that, after trying to figure out what's going on, and she's the attorney telling everybody she's fine. The the boyfriend is telling everybody she's fine. Um, Larry Reed, also check him out on YouTube, the Larry Reed Show. Larry Reed does a call-in show, and surprise, surprise, Larry Reed's sister called into the show to confirm that I don't care what the attorney is saying, Kelly Price is still missing.
2627. What's your name? Where you calling from? You have 1 minute.
Hi, Larry. This is Sean Ray Price. This is Kelly's sister.
Okay. All right. So this is Kelly Price, sister. So what you say is going to matter more than what any of us saying. All right. We listening to you.
I'm just asking everybody to pray. I understand that an attorney, I just got off of an interview, and I understand the attorney is stating that my sister is okay. We don't know anything until we physically see her. Okay, my sister, you all know her history. My sister is a very visible person. She's a very visible person. We haven't heard anything from her in months. She was sick, and she was very sick with COVID. This is unlike her. No one has heard from her. And I know everyone has their own opinions. I don't do stuff like this, but I am going to call in.
Gotcha.
Until we physically see my sister, we don't know anything. So I don't care who's calling in and saying what. Until we physically see my sister, then we don't know. I'm just asking people, please pray, okay? Because she still has 2 children, and it's just she and I. We lost our mother. We lost our sister 6 years prior. It's just she and I. And I know it seems entertaining to some people, but it's not.
I got
That's
it.
my family. That's my younger sister, okay? I don't do stuff like this, but I just wanted to call in and say, I don't care who called in and said what. Until we see Kelly for ourselves, we don't know if she's okay or not. All right, thank you. Just keep playing. Please keep praying for the family, okay? Thank you.
Let me ask you this: how? I know she probably won't. I don't want to keep you here if you are overwhelmed, but I just wanted to know do you know how Kelly was doing mentally with all these losses that she's experienced this year?
She's doing the same way we all are. We've lost the majority of our family. When I say it's just she and I, it is just she and I. So she's doing as well as anybody. We lost our family. We're a small family to begin with. Now it's just she and I.
What are you doing are you talking to a therapist or anybody? How are you handling everything right now?
I pray. I'm praying and I'm giving it to God.
Why didn't nobody report her
But
missing
this
earlier?
is overwhelming right here.
Yeah. Why didn't anybody report her missing earlier if you haven't seen her in months?
No, we haven't heard from her in over a month.
Okay.
And yes, it was reported before Saturday, before I did the well check.
Okay.
It was a phone call that went in 2 weeks before, and
Okay.
there was a process. And then I did a well check on Saturday, this past Saturday, and there's a process. We're trying to work with the police, but it's time to go public.
Yeah.
We have not heard anything. We haven't seen anything from my sister. And I'm asking people, pray, pray, because until she resurfaces, we really don't know what's going on.
Kelly's 48. How old are you?
I'm 49. I'll be 50 on October 7th.
Sorry. So that's Kelly Price's sister explaining that I don't care what you're hearing from attorney, what you're hearing from the boyfriend. They can say whatever they want to say. We're telling you as a family, her sister, her children have not heard or laid eyes on Kelly Price in over a month. Over a month. It is mafia. It is too many questions involved in this. It is too many questions that is not adding up. And again, I hate to repeat myself, but I have to repeat myself. One, who authorized Kelly Price to leave the hospital? That's number one. That's not making any sense, especially if she was still sick enough to be in the hospital. And fine, I will go along if you want to use the rhetoric of she's at home and she's on a ventilator. That's more evidence of who authorized her to leave the hospital to begin with. It doesn't make sense to leave the hospital to go home to do the same thing that you would be doing at a hospital. Number two, the welfare check at the hospital. Why would the boyfriend not allow, and I'm not just talking about the police, nobody. Why is he allowing nobody to lay eyes on Kelly Price? Just a peek. You can set up a Zoom meeting or something and just say, hey, everyone, here she is. You won't let the sister, who darn near is, that's it, a family for Kelly Price, minus the children. The sister, that's it. Kelly Price and her sister is it of the immediate family. But you won't let the sister see him. You won't let the kids see him. You won't let nobody see them. And we got to take your word for it that not only is Kelly Price in that house, but that she is fine. Three, again, why is the attorney of Kelly Price coming out and saying absolutely anything? Anything. This has nothing to do with an attorney being involved in this. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Something is not adding up. There's too much time. And the funny thing about it is time is still running. As of this story, now we're going on a month and a week. Time is still going on. We still haven't heard from Kelly Price. We still haven't laid eyes on Kelly Price. And I'm fully aware of one thing that hasn't been said is that us as the public, it ain't our business. And what I mean by it's not our business is what I mean. Kelly Price doesn't owe us to show her face. Hey, I'm okay, just to satisfy our curiosity. That's not how this works. The only reason I'm actually doing this story is on the thought of why nobody, her immediate family, her sister and her children, have not heard or seen Kelly Price in over a month. What is going on? Why would the boyfriend not allow authorities to make a why would the boyfriend stop the police from coming in and laying eyes on Kelly Price? They didn't say anything about coming and taking her. They didn't say anything about making a report. This report, just like what the sister said, this was a process, which is why it took as long as it did. Which I'm thinking that's what Reed was getting at was, hey, your sister been gone for a while. What's taking so long? Why did you report her missing now? And Kelly Price's sister, and I hate to say that I couldn't get her name. So no disrespect to the sister. But Kelly Price's sister said it was a process. We had to go through the process to get to this point. And now, and I hate to say this, but now we're at a complete standstill because the report has been made. The report has been reported. Kelly Price is missing. Now we're at a standstill. We don't know what the next concept is or what's next or where do we go from here or anything else. We're at a complete and utter standstill, and it is heartbreaking, to say the least, that we're just I don't know me personally. I'll speak personally for myself. Just me personally. I come from a very tight knit family, and I'm married into a tight knit family. There is nothing in this world that would stop me from finding my way into that house to lay eyes on a loved one that's been missing and that I haven't heard from. Especially considering the last time that I did heard or spoke with them, they was at the hospital. Now they checked out of the hospital. Don't know why they checked out of the hospital. Don't know who checked them out of the hospital. Now they're at home, haven't spoke to anybody, and the police just came back to me and said the boyfriend said she's fine, but we didn't lay eyes on her, but he wouldn't let us in. I don't see myself not finding my way into that home to lay eyes on my loved one that's gone missing. Now, and I'm telling you, I'm speaking from a personal level. So we're going to keep an eye on this a little more. Like I said, just to iterate, the only reason I'm doing this is because stuff does not add up. Stuff is not adding up. And the time now is going from a month to a month and a week. And I personally don't know what the next step is because the report has been put out. So we're going to keep an eye on this and, thoughts and prayers and everything else and yada, yada, yada. And I'm not trying to downplay the, prayers for not working. I'm not downplaying that, but the action has been made. It's just been halted by a boyfriend, and we need to. That's one of the things we want to know. And I personally would like to talk to the sisters and say, could you tell me, did you talk to the boyfriend personally to ask him why did you stop somebody from coming in to verify that my sister is okay? We're not talking about coming in and getting her. We're not talking about going in and rushing her to the hospital. If she's on a ventilator in the house, okay. I know personally, I think that's a wrong idea to do since she was already in the hospital, but it is what it is. But you're not even allowing that to happen. You're not even allowing people to come in to check on her. Her sister, for one thing, her children, Her children haven't seen her in over a month, haven't heard from her in over a month. Stuff, again, is not adding up. So I'm just going to close out of this. That's all I got. Um, I wanted to say that, and I wanted to get that story out. I also wanted to let everybody know who is a fan of this show. Um, you can see now one of the changes that we're making. I am revamping the whole channel. I am revamping Radical Truth to Power, and I'm revamping Saturday Night Vibes. You'll see the revamp next Saturday, which is why I took yesterday, last Saturday. For those who see this later, that's why I took the other day off. Is I'm revamping the whole format of both shows. So this is the new format for Radical Truth to Power. You will see a new revamp of Saturday Night Vibe this coming Saturday. That is my show for today. If you can please do me a favor before you leave, please hit that like button. The algorithm of YouTube loves it. So be it. So let's hit that like button before you walk out the door and leave a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you're new to this and this is your cup of tea and this is something you like, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe for as long as you want. If later on down the road I am not your cup of tea, unsubscribe. But don't just subscribe. You'll get my shows, both the Wednesday show and the Saturday show. And I personally hope that you enjoy both of them. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, that is Radical Truth for today. Thank you all for watching the show. I appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.